Hey, writing superstars, how are you? Happy Friday evening. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you had an amazing week. I know I did. I went ahead and shared my own broadcast. Thank you for watching the replay. I'm so excited to see you. I've been out here all week talking about storytelling, all week long. If you haven't watched Monday, Tuesday, I think there were two on Tuesdays or Wednesday, then Thursday, and then today, you'll be able to watch all of them on YouTube. All the videos have been uploaded. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate seeing you. Jared, thank you so much for being here. I think that's Robin, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much for coming on. Yes, it is. I'm looking at the little circles to make sure that I recognize people. Thank you so much for coming on. You know what to do. There's Karina. Hey, Karina. Good to see you. You guys know what to do. Go ahead and share the broadcast because somebody needs to rewrite. Thank you so much for sharing, Kiki. Really appreciate that. Hi, Karina. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so glad to see you guys. So all week we've been talking about storytelling. All week. The fact that your story is kind of jacked up and it needs to change. My name is Catherine Storing and I'm the storyteller and business strategist, and I help amazing kingdom leaders and professionals just like you write your book in 90 days by utilizing my Writing Made Simple system. That's what I do. I'm working right now on 2 books, maybe 4, who knows, it's crazy. But I love what I do, and I love the fact that I'm a woman of faith and I get to do everything that I do for God's glory every day, all day, every day, all day. Hey, Christina, good to see you. God bless you. So let's talk about your story. Your life needs a rewrite, okay? As a writer, I do a lot of rewriting, and I know that it's not the funnest. I don't know who here is a writer. I know 2 people here are writers. I know Kiki's one of my classes. Karina is also one of my classes. But I know that rewriting is not fun. You know, the funnest part is the creative part, the getting the story out of you and putting it on paper, putting it on a computer. But rewrite is necessary. It's part of the game, okay? It is part of the game. So if you're ready for me to get started, just give me a thumbs up and we're just gonna get right in, because I have date night to begin with. I'm cooking some stuff that I'm getting ready for. I got Hallmark all lined up, ready to go, but I wanted to keep my promise that I was gonna go live today, so I'm going live. Thank you so much for coming on. We're talking about your life and the rewrite of your life. Are you with me? Give me a thumbs up. I don't see any thumbs ups. Want to make sure that everything is working properly, and then let's get right into it, okay? Let's get right into that. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. So all week we've been talking about what are the stories that you're telling yourself, and all of us tell our stories all the time. Like every day you're telling yourself stories. I've been picking up my granddaughter. She's not my granddaughter. I don't have any grandkids yet. Picking up my niece from school every day, and she was talking to me about how they're teaching her some math, and that math is hard for her. And I'm like, that's a story. Now she's only 9 years old, so it's hard for me to teach her this stuff. But, you know, I want to start early. Like, that's a story that you're telling yourself. Math is not hard, but if you say that it is, guess what? It is hard. It is. So that's just a quick example of the stories that we tell ourselves, and that expands to every area of our lives. Food, exercise, not spending so much money, saving money, taking care of our bodies, all of that. We tell ourselves stories all the time that it's hard, that it's difficult, but there are other stories that are equally damaging, and other stories that we're telling ourselves that we cannot do, the things that are not available to us. And if you watched yesterday's broadcast, I was talking about me going to the Boston Public Library and how amazing it is, and me not even realizing the fact that it's been available to me all this time that I've been here since college, and I hadn't gone because I didn't even think about it. I just didn't even know that it was so awesome. Hey, Darrell, good to see you. God bless you. But it's been available to me this entire time. It has been available to me for sure. So what do I mean when I say that it's time for a rewrite? If we have, especially since you look back to all the things that I've been sharing all week long about storytelling. Hey, Dorel. Hey, Antonio. Good to see you. God bless you. All this week, I've been talking about storytelling and how we all have stories and we are all living our lives. At least I'm living my life, right? Hey, Joan, I'm living my life. And there are areas in your life and in my life that you might not be happy with. Can I get an amen? There might be some areas in your life that could be better. You're like, you know what, Catherine? Life could be better in one area. You don't have to type it, but you can be thinking, and give me a thumbs up if you can think of something that could be going better in your life. Just give me a thumbs up if you're like, you know what, Catherine? There are some things that could be going better in my life. And the way that you change that is by recognizing the fact that those areas are not going well or as well as they could, and that it is time for you to change it. Hi, Elder Wanda. Hey, Pastor Kimberly Jones. Good to see you. God bless you. Thank you for coming on. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me and see me okay, because I'm not seeing your comments, and my Wi-Fi was acting up today. So hopefully everything is okay. So you have to recognize the areas that are not working for you and make a decision. You have to make a decision and say, okay, these are the areas that are not working, and these are the areas that I'm willing to make a change. Are you with me? These are the areas that I am deciding enough is enough. There has to come a time in your life and in all our lives that we say enough is enough. That we say, you know what, I am not okay with this. This is not working out for me. And breaking the cycle, because oftentimes we deal with stuff for far too long. I don't know about you, but I know that I have in the past dealt with something for far too long, and then just deal with it. Like, this is the way things are. I'm just gonna stay here forever, and that's it, right? And we have to wake up. All week long, again, I've been talking about this, that you can change your story. And maybe you need help with that, and that's what I'm here for. But you got to get to the first step, and it's realizing that is not okay. It is not okay. Whatever is going on with you, you can decide right here, right now, it is not okay. I want better for myself. Can you say that for yourself? I want better. This is not okay. I have settled for far too long. I want better for myself. Can you do that? Can you say that? Can you identify those areas first and say, you know what? This is beneath the level that I expect for my life. This is beneath the things that God has been saying about me. It is time for me to step up into something else. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I'm tempted to go get my laptop to make sure that you guys, I won't. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. So that's the first step. You have to decide, okay, identify the areas and then say enough is enough. This is not okay with me. This is not what I signed up for. And it's okay to say those things. And especially if you're a Christian, you might be tempted to think, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to be going through. Life is supposed to be hard. I'm supposed to go without. It's supposed to be difficult. And I gotta tell you right now that that is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. Your life is not supposed to be beneath. Your life is not supposed to be beneath what God has promised you. You're not supposed to be miserable all the time. You can win. You are an overcomer. You are supposed to be the head and not the tail. But you have to get to a place where you say, enough is enough. I am not okay with these things. I am just not okay with these things. I want something better. Once you get to that place where you just say, I'm sick and tired of this thing. I want better for my life. Guess what? Then you are in a great position to move forward. But the question is, how do you do that? That's the question of the $10,000, right? How do I move forward? How do I go from this rut, right? How you step away from that place of, I don't even know how to do this thing. So the first step was, you have to identify the areas that are not going according to plan, according to what you desire. Number two, you have to decide that it is not longer okay for you to be in that place, that you want something better. And then you have to find a way to rewrite the story. It sounds simple, right? When you know how to do it. I had to learn how to do that. And there are certainly steps, but the reality is that you can change your story. You don't have to accept what is. You don't have to accept what is. Thank you so much, Karina. Thank you. Glad that things are working now. You don't have to accept what is. You can decide, God, I want my life to be different. I need to rewrite my story because this thing is not working out. I have been thinking a lot for the last couple days. Thank you, Karina. I have been thinking a lot for the last 3-4 days about the future and the way things are going, and realizing that everything is about storytelling. If you look at what's happening in the media right now, what's happening with Nike, what's happening with the president in America as a whole, everything is a narrative, right? Everything is a story. And we got to get to a place where we say, you know what? This is not the way that I want it to be. I want things to be different. I don't know about you, but I want things to be different. Just type me if that's you. I want things to be different in my country. I want things to be different in my life. I want things to be different, period. I just want things to be different. And you have to decide how the story is going to end. You get to decide that. I am going to change things by changing my mind first. I need to change my mind first. What am I thinking about? Hi, Steve. How are you? What am I thinking about all the time? What am I accepting in my life? What am I accepting? Because you look at your life, and if things have been going on for far too long, it's because you have accepted an outcome that you're not even happy with. That's the thing that I've been really thinking about. It's like, I'm helping people with business strategy, many business owners, and I'm helping them realize that they can break out of situations, or that there's more to them that meets the eye, that there's more to their business, that there's more to the things that they're saying, that there's more to their story. And it's so powerful when I look at storytelling, and unfortunately, not everybody knows how to do it. In fact, many people don't even know how to tell their story. They struggle left and right. They tell you the wrong parts. They struggle. They move you, but they don't move you into the right direction. They don't move you into taking the action that they want you to take, because they don't know the order. There's an order to telling a story. Did you know that? Did you know that in order for you to tell a great story, there has to be an order? You have to have a plan. I didn't know that for the longest time. And for the last 3 years, I have decided to become a storyteller. I have decided to look forward to learning the process. How do I connect with people? It's all about connection. How do you connect with people in such a way that they can that they feel heard and understood? Hey, Tavis, good to see you. God bless you. That they look at you and they say, wow, this is amazing. Wow, you are speaking my language. Have you ever heard somebody speak or read an article they wrote or a post on social media, and you're like, oh my God, they're speaking to me. It's like they read my mail. It's like they know exactly what's going on with me. Do you know why that is? They know the art of storytelling. They know you more than likely because they used to be you. And that's the business that I'm in. I'm in the business of telling stories and helping other people tell stories. You know why? Because once you know how to tell your story, you'll be able to connect with anybody, because it is that powerful. People don't like to be preached at. People like to hear stories, which is why I've been coming on every day talking about storytelling and helping you with telling stories. But it comes a time that even that gets to a place where you're like, okay, I've been doing this for a while. God is moving me into a different direction. That is gonna change. But I wanted to wrap up this session and make sure that I wrap up the 5-day series on storytelling. Storytelling is connecting with people. But before you connect with other people, you have to connect with yourself. You heard that. Before you connect with anybody else, you have to connect with yourself. What is your story? Own it, embrace it, and if you're not happy with it, change it. If you're not happy with your story, own it and change it. Once you do that, then and only then can you move on to begin to connect with other people using storytelling in your business, in your ministry, in your career, in whatever capacity you want. You can use storytelling. As a matter of fact, you are already using storytelling. The problem is that you're not doing it well, but you are using storytelling. It's just that the order of how you're doing it, or the way that you're doing it, or maybe you don't even have a plan. You begin to talk and you don't even know where you're going. There has to be a point to the story. So I want to invite you to go to YouTube. Maybe you're watching on YouTube right now, and there's a playlist that I put together with all the videos. After I finish this broadcast, by tomorrow morning, this last broadcast will be added to that playlist, and I want you to watch from beginning to end what I gave you, step-by-step instruction, and I helped you through the process of what storytelling is. Why am I doing this? Because I am the storyteller, because I see people struggle all the time, and that's because they haven't connected with themselves, but they're trying to connect with other people. And it is my desire to help as many people as I can, which is why in a couple weeks my newest audiobook, The Storyteller, is coming out. I'm really excited about that audiobook, because first it began with me helping people tell their story, but then I realized they need to tell their story to themselves first. They need to change that story, that narrative of how badly things are still. Change that and then connect with other people. I'm really excited about that audiobook, and that's why I have been sharing all week long the importance of storytelling, because I wanted you guys to understand the process and understand why it's important to you, your life, your business, your ministry, everything. I have shared the link there so you can learn more about the upcoming audiobook. Is coming out on September 26th. I'm really excited about that. But more than that, I'm excited about the awareness that I have been raising all week long, helping you understand that there are stories that you're telling yourself and they're not helping you. They're not helping you at all. I hope that makes sense. I'm excited. I will be sharing my new broadcasting schedule next week, probably over the weekend, letting you know the changes that I'm making, because things are shifting in this season, and I'm really excited about that. As a storyteller and a business strategist, I'm really seeing different needs within myself and the community that I want to serve, and I really want to make sure that I'm doing it in a way that works for me and it works for everybody as well. Does that make sense? I hope that you were able to watch this broadcast. I know that the internet was kind of iffy, but the replay should be okay. You can post your questions here. I always come back and I read the comments and interact with everybody that watched live or the replay. I will be coming back here and posting the link to the playlist on YouTube where all the Storytime videos live, so you can watch it and hopefully learn a thing or two. Thank you so much, Kike. I appreciate that. That lets me know that things were, coming in and out. Thank you so much. My name is Catherine Storing. I am the storyteller and business strategist, and I'm excited. I'm always rooting for you, and I cannot wait to see you rewrite your story. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.